Hello, my name is Maria Viola, and today I'm going to be discussing how to take care of a cat, what to do when you bring them home, and how their care might change as they get older. I have a lot of experience on this topic because I had a childhood cat growing up who lived until 16 and a half years old, and then when I was in 9th grade, my family and I adopted a kitten. So I understand what it's like to have an older cat and take care of a kitten. So I'm going to start off by talking about what to do when you bring home a new kitten. When you bring home a kitten, it can be a little bit overwhelming because they are a lot of work. I remember it was 2016 when we brought home my current cat, Viola, and she was, I think, 6 or 8 weeks old when we brought her home, and she was super scared when we put her in the car. We got her at PetSmart, and when we put her in her crate and went in the car, she was literally shaking, and it was so sad to see. And luckily, once we came home and let her out of her crate, she warmed up pretty quickly. And we didn't want to overwhelm her when we brought her home, so we have a side TV room in our house that have French doors that we closed, and we kind of made that her own little section for the first week or so of bringing her home, so it didn't overwhelm her. And I think it worked out pretty well. We also trained her to her name because when we originally got her, her name was Katie, but we changed it to Fiona. So just constantly repeating her name, and she eventually got the hang of answering to Fiona. It was also so easy because she was so young, and they really pick up on things and form new habits pretty quickly as kittens. After a week or so went by, we let her explore more of the house. It went pretty well. One thing I will say is that kittens get into everything. We basically had to kitten-proof our house. She would eat through any kind of exposed wire or any kind of earbuds we didn't want her near, anything like that. So that would be one thing that I would say if you have a kitten to watch out for, especially if you have fresh flowers or anything of the sort. They will eat them. We also tried to socialize her. I remember inviting my friends over at the time to meet my new kitten, and she did really great with it. And also playing with them a lot because they have a ton of energy. My cat always wanted to play at 11 o'clock at night, and she would be bouncing off the walls. It was pretty funny at the time, but she eventually got on a schedule where now she does not do that anymore. And of course, as they get older, their care looks different. She is 7 now, so she's considered an adult, and she sleeps a little more than when she was a kitten. She still definitely does play, though. She is still a kitten at heart, but she doesn't have to eat kitten formula food anymore, or she may not be as energetic as when she was a baby. And of course, when they get older, their care definitely looks different because they start to have medical issues and stuff like that. My other cat, Marka, she, like I said, lived until 16 and a half years old, and she had a lot of medical care by the time she reached that age. So she was constantly going to the vet, and we had to give her medications for certain things. And it can be hard to see your cat go through that, especially as they are seniors and it's nearing the end of their life. One thing to do, I would say, is to always cherish your moments with them. I would enjoy having my cat Marka sit on my lap or snuggling with her, or she would always sit next to me on the sofa whenever I came home from school at the time, and just really cherishing those moments and enjoying their company. I hope this podcast has informed you on what type of care certain cats need at certain stages of their life, and generally how to take care of a kitten and things to look out for. Thanks for watching.